So, hello everyone, and welcome to Portal 2. Now then, on the other hand, in another Advent Calendar day. We just played through Portal 1. I definitely had a fun time with it. It was a simple, small game, and then as I understand, Portal 2 is kind of... Portal 1 was more of a test, if that sort of a game would be interesting to people, and then they made a proper game out of it with the Portal 2. I don't know how much this takes into account what happened in the Portal 1. We'll see about it. And I tried to look into the options a little bit, but it is actually really interesting that you could even find Finnish in here, so I could have my own language as the captioning language, but not that that's needed. But then, yeah, I don't have no idea what this puzzle maker sounds exactly means, so I'll have it enabled for now. But if it means that it's like a lot of extra hints, then I probably should be taking it off. But yeah, at the moment I don't know what it exactly means. And I do know that there's the co-op of this, but I clearly enough for this purpose at least will be playing the single player game. Nonetheless, even though the co-op game should be very good in general. But we are going to be going and starting with the single player game, and let's go. What more is there to say? I presume this starts where we left off. It does look like this is a destroyed robot, at the very least. Not that it ain't still alive, after all, like we know, because it is. But definitely looks a little bit like what it would have been after that explosion. Maybe we will be that robot. I don't know. We'll see. After the loading is done, that is.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 50 days. In compliance with state and federal regulations, all testing candidates in the Aperture Science Extended Relaxation Center must be revived periodically for a mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look up at the ceiling.
What if I don't? If I look down? I guess I have to look up. Fine.
Good. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look down at the floor.
Fine.
Good. This completes the gymnastic portion of your mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. There is a framed painting on the wall. Please go stand in front of it. This is art. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, stare at the art.
Well, I guess...
You should now feel mentally reinvigorated. If you suspect staring at art has not provided the required intellectual sustenance, reflect briefly on this classical music. Good. Now please return to your bed.
I would prefer not to. And I do have to say that buzzer is very disturbing, like always is buzzer, buzzer. I don't think that that's part of the relaxation. And you said that we were here 50 days and then you revived us and now I would have to go back to sleep. I'm not a fan of that idea. I do think that I could also put the audio slightly bit lower, probably the master volume just in general. Feels like it's a little on the higher end still, even if I tried to move it. But I definitely would prefer not to go to sleep back. I just woke up, but I guess we must.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 9999999. This courtesy call is to inform you that
Anyone in
all
there?
test subjects should vacate the enrichment
Hello?
center immediately. Any test subject
Are you
not emerging
gonna open
from
the door
suspension at this time
at any
will
time?
be assumed to have exercised his or her right
Hello?
to remain in extended relaxation for the
Are you
duration
gonna open
of
this
the
door?
description of this
Because
facility.
it's
If you have
fairly
questions
urgent.
or concerns
Fairly.
about this policy, or
Oh,
if
just
you
open the
require a
door.
Spanish language
That's too
version of
aggressive.
this message, feel
Hello,
free to take a
friend.
complimentary piece
Why
of
not open the
stationery from
door?
desk drawer in front of you and write us a letter.
Could be
Goodbye.
Spanish. Could be Spanish. Hola, amigo. Abre la puerta. Donde está? No. Fine. No. Absolutely fine. It's not like I don't have, 10,000 other test subjects begging me to help them escape. It's not like this place is about to explode. All right, look, okay, I'll be honest. You're the last test subject left, and if you don't help me, we're both gonna die, all right? I didn't want to say it. There you go. You've dragged it out of me. All right, dead. Dos muerte.
Dos
Open the
muerte.
door. Go on.
In a second. Come on.
Hello?
I'm not here.
Hello?
But yes, this place definitely has changed quite a lot. We are experiencing technical difficulties. This painting has definitely suffered a little bit too. We definitely have been slumbering for ages. Fine.
Ah! Oh, God. You look good. Looking good, actually. Are you okay? Are you... Don't answer that. I'm absolutely sure you're fine. There's plenty of time for you to recover. Just take it slow.
Please prepare for emergency evacuation.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Prepare. That's all I'm saying. Prepare. It's all fine. All right? Don't move. I'm going to get us out of here. Oh, you might want to hang on to something. Word of advice. Up to you.
Alright, very interesting. Interesting indeed.
All right, down there? Can you hear me? Hello?
I definitely can still hear you. That's for sure.
Most test subjects do experience some cognitive deterioration after a few months in suspension. Now, you've been under for quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage. But don't be alarmed, all right? Although if you do feel alarmed, try to hold on to that feeling, because that is the proper reaction to being told that you've got brain damage. Do you understand what I'm saying at all? Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me, just say yes.
I say no.
Okay, what you're doing there is jumping. You just jumped. But never mind. Say apple. Apple.
Apple.
Okay, you know what? That's close enough. Just hold tight.
I can
All
speak
reactor
so
core
well.
safeguards are now non-functional. Please prepare for reactor core meltdown.
Okay, look, I wasn't going to mention this to you, but I'm in pretty hot water here. How you doing down there? You still holding on?
Not really.
The reserve power ran out, so of course the whole relaxation centre stops waking up the bloody test subjects. Hold on, this is a bit tricky. And of course, nobody tells me anything. No, why should you tell me anything? Why should I be kept informed? About the life functions of the 10,000 bloody test subjects I'm supposed to be in charge of. Why? It's close. Can you see? Am I gonna make it through? Have I got enough space?
I don't think we have enough space.
Gotta get through here. Okay, I just gotta concentrate.
Well, try to
And whose fault
concentrate.
do you think it's gonna be when the management comes down here and finds 10,000 flipping vegetables?
Yours.
No, I hit that one. I hit that one.
You certainly did, my good sir.
Okay, listen, we should get our story straight, alright? If anyone asks, and no one's gonna ask, don't worry, but if anyone asks, tell them as far as you know, the last time you checked, everyone looked pretty much alive, alright? Not dead.
Yes, definitely, I can
Okay,
speak so well
almost
after
there.
all.
On the other side of that wall is one of the old testing tracks. There's a piece of equipment in there that we're gonna need to get out of here. I think this is a docking station. Get ready.
It does look like a docking station, yes. I think we're going...
Good news, that is not a docking station. So there's one mystery solved. I'm going to attempt a manual override on this wall. Could get a bit technical.
Yes.
Hold on.
I think you're just trying to destroy the wall.
Almost there. Remember, you're looking for a gun that makes holes. Not bullet holes, but don't worry, you'll figure it out.
Yes.
Seriously, do hold on this time.
I don't have anything to hold on to. So I think that that's an impossibility.
There we go. Now, I'll be honest, you are probably in no fit state to run this particular type of cognitive gauntlet. But at least you're a good jumper. So you've got got the jumping on your side. Just do your best, and I'll meet you up ahead.
That is true, at least we are a good jumper. Well, that is the one thing we can do.
All right, off you go.
I will when I'm ready. I haven't...
Just march on through that hole.
You talk too much, I can't ever get a word in. I can never get a word in. What if I go back here? I don't want to go into your thing of gauntlets and all that. Ah, my god, you can never get a word in with robots. They just talk so much, and I can't talk at all. I'm just talking in my mind after all. I can't even say apple. Eh. Oh dear. But yeah, that seems like a very interesting start for this whole thing. Survive the manual override, yeah. And we do have a very talkative companion to at least some degree. Does look like exactly one of those heads that we were throwing into the incinerator in the first game in the end. Basically, same type anyway. But, well...
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Enrichment Center. We are currently experiencing technical difficulties due to circumstances of potentially apocalyptic significance beyond our control. However, thanks to emergency testing protocols, testing can continue. These pre-recorded messages will provide instructional and motivational support so that science can still be done, even in the event of environmental, social, economic, or structural collapse. The portal will open, and emergency testing will begin in 3,
2, 1.
1.
We are exactly in our starting location. We just don't have any sort of a way to make this sort of a thing. But yeah, it's just like in Portal 1, we are in the testing chamber, though we don't have a bed in here. We were in a completely different sort of a location before, but... And actually we look exactly the same as we did before, to be honest. But a little bit overgrown location, I'd say. It's just a slight little bit overgrown.
Cube and button-based testing remains an important tool for science, even in a dire emergency. If cube and button-based testing caused this emergency, don't worry. The odds of this happening twice are very slim.
Very slim, you say. Are you certain about this, however? Yep, this place isn't working too.
Please note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it.
This sounds very familiar from Portal 1 now, at this point. And after all, the starting puzzle is completely the same and everything, but that kind of makes sense. This looks fancier, but otherwise it is basically the same start. And just way far into the future when everything is overgrown and crumbled to pieces. Nothing else here, right? Other than just the actual elevator. And down we go. To the bottom of this Aperture Laboratories. And yeah, but at the start, like, I would like to say something too.
Running down your neck. Relax, lie on your back, and apply immediate pressure to your temples. You are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the material emancipation grill may have emancipated the ear tubes inside your head.
Sounds perfect. I love hearing that. Now this looks a little bit different. This doesn't look like where we were before. I do recognize this camera though. I guess this has to be the, yeah, like I was thinking that, what is this exactly? Why is it showing this clearly? Let's just take off that, was it in the audio? No, that's puzzle making sounds. I don't know what that is then. I was just thinking that it seems so much when there's this full effect of a activate this, but maybe it's just in the start here. I hope so anyway, because I would prefer not to have that all the time there, because it's a bit much. But yes, I have managed to pick up an cube. And then there's another portal into the place where I actually need to put this into. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy, as it goes. And then another portal to go through.
Because of the technical difficulties we are currently experiencing, your test environment is unsupervised. Before re-entering a relaxation vault at the conclusion of testing, Please take a moment to write down the results of your test. An Aperture Science Reintegration Associate will revive you for an interview when society has been rebuilt.
Ah, yes. Once the society has been rebuilt. So is there any other people even alive in this point then? Or anything of the sort? That thing is also full of cubes. Doesn't seem like that's the way it should be in this sort of elevator, but hey, what do I know? Maybe it is. Maybe it is supposed to be. I doubt it though. High doubts.
If the Earth is currently governed by a manner of animal king, sentient cloud, or other governing body that either refuses to or is incapable of listening to reason.
Yes, Animal King takeover presentation. What happens? Yeah, but that's a Tourette. I know what that thing is. It looks like a leopard costume Tourette. That doesn't mean that it's an animal taking over. It's a robot then. If that's to be believed, or Tourette, even, basically. Well, at least there's plenty of vegetation.
Hey, you made it!
Hey!
There should be a portal device on that podium over there.
Alright.
Can't see it though. Maybe it fell off. Do you want to go and have a quick look?
Maybe. I'm communicating with
Just
you.
Have a look about. No, that's right. Over by the podium, yeah. If you just stand by the podium and just look up.
It's just funny to
That's
do
it, yeah,
this.
no, that's it, yeah.
I didn't do anything yet. My buddy, my good sir. I'm just staring at you. You are so communicative. Well, you got me to fall. Thanks.
Hello? Can you see the portal gun?
I definitely cannot see it.
Are you alive? That's important. Should have asked that first. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to work on the assumption that you're still alive, and I'm just going to wait for you up ahead. I'll wait 1 hour, then I'll come back, and assuming I can locate your dead body, I'll bury you. All right? Brilliant. Go team. See you in an hour, hopefully. If you're not dead.
It is quite a... Well, yeah, I can't talk back after all, so... Not that he has any idea if I'm alive or not. At least there is a portal. Oh, I guess this is a portal gun, yes. All sort of, yeah, the science team creating this AI. The thing, yes. And then there has been a lot of personality issues, and there's the hard emotional cube. What was it? Fated Companion Cube. That was the name of it. Fated Companion Cube, clearly enough there. A lot of chaos. Everyone being, I guess, murdered by the robot. At least it kind of seems like it. They offering cake, yes, that's definitely a thing. Giving the emotional Fated Companion Cube away, and that's basically like from the first game. Then coming and shooting when they're just trying to offer cake, trying to be all nice and offering cake, and we just don't accept it. We just come with the con. It's pretty sad, in all reality. But yeah, there's the portal gun. That's for sure. Not exactly sure what this picture is about. And that's just a picture of us slash this person who destroyed it. I don't know if we are it. We did look alike, but what does that mean? Yay, I can create a blue portal wherever I want. I have it. I have my extension. Extension of part of myself. Back, which is good and cool. I like to have my portal gun. It's definitely a nice one. I can't even create it yet. The orange ones, yep. Only the blue ones. And I can see that there somewhere I have the blue and orange portals about. Not that they got anything to do.
Some emergency testing may require prolonged interaction with lethal military androids. Rest assured that all lethal military androids have been taught to read and provided with one copy of the Laws of Robotics to share.
Ah. Sure. That's so believable. So extremely believable. Okay, I'm supposed to go over there though. So, let's just do that and go through.
Good. If you feel that a lethal military android has not respected your rights as detailed in the laws of robotics, please note it on your self-reporting form. A future Aperture Science Entitlement Associate will initiate the appropriate grievance filing paperwork.
There probably will not be this sort of a future Aperture Scientist anyway. Yeah, I don't think that these tubes are working very well, but I did get a lift. There's still this animated picture of this possible Animal Kingdom takeover. Which is possible, I guess, to a degree. I wonder when we are going to be meeting up with our buddy again. How much future? He said he would be waiting for an hour. Definitely not an hour has passed yet, but how far is it then? I don't know.
This next test is very dangerous. To help you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1.
Well, that's nice. Music is good. Aww. But then it's sometimes it's better to not have music at all than to have it immediately just fade away into nothingness. That's those noises, of course, I wouldn't really need the door closing and all that. So full captions, I think it can be subtitles only. At least that I can change. Now that I was thinking about, I really don't need that sort of thing. It does goes immediately. Does this have a cube for me? Yes, it does. Hello, cube. Come with me. And then we can pass. Pass along. 04. This looks familiar. This is definitely something that we basically did before. Sort of at the very least. Yep. I definitely remember this one. Because I was thinking that I need another box or something, and I don't if I do this. But at the same time I can't really get there right now because I can't. Yeah. What was I thinking? I would need to have another box from here. That was the thing. I was like, where was there supposed to be another box? But it was there. It was there.
Because this message is pre-recorded, any observations related to your performance are speculation on our part. Please disregard any undeserved compliments.
Yes, thanks. So actually I might not be doing a great job at all. Well, I didn't even notice that there was that there, but sure. So this doesn't open up for a certainty. This does open up. Probably the way I should be going, but let's at least check here first. Unreason. That's a cat. A lot of little cat heads. Cube with cat ears. Maybe that's how Faded Companion Cubes got its start. It was considered to be a cat. Maybe. I don't know. But that was easy. The jazz music wasn't even necessary. I could do it without it. Just fine. No problems. No problemos.
If the Enrichment Center is currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space, please avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever a lack of shelter from space debris does not appear to be a deliberate part of the test.
Deliberate part of the test. Is there such a thing in here that there's actually meteors falling down on you purposefully? I highly doubt that. doesn't seem likely. I do see that there's the portal in there, so I would have assumed that I could just be going there easily. Because it doesn't look like I can really squeeze through here. I got my first proper obstacle, so to speak. But it felt like it wasn't able to go into that, but apparently it did then. So, that's weird. Why did it manage to do it if it didn't seem to be able to do it? Okay, this activates that sort of a thing. This button does something into here. Ah, it released the cube. Understandable. Let's get the cube over here then. That sounds like a good thing to me. Then we can at least put this into here. And get us ourselves a cool staircase here. And I need some more buttons in here. Or more to... well. Okay, there can only be one. Fine. It can't be that simple. After all. Well... I can always, of course, just have this. I was just thinking that I could have them both. Well, but yeah, that doesn't work because of the fact that I have this in here. It's not like I can walk into there. But there's other buttons that I can try to press. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Almost. There. I stopped it. It's a cute little puzzle of stopping another cube.
Well done. The Enrichment Center reminds you that although circumstances may appear bleak, you are not alone. All Aperture Science personality constructs will remain functional in apocalyptic, low-power environments of as few as 1.1 volts.
Not the case if we are to believe our little cube thing that came and woke us up that we are the only one, and he's the only one, I presume, so it doesn't seem likely. But of course it's always good to say those comforting words, which are not true in the least, but I guess that's how it is. You just say things, you don't necessarily mean them, etc. Please remain calm. What if...
This next test applies the principles of momentum to movement through portals. If the laws of physics no longer apply in the future, God help you.
Yeah, that would be a very problematic situation to have a test like that when it wouldn't work even. Very problematical indeed. Alright. So what do I wanna do? Probably just go from here and put the portal into here to fall from. Yay! We did it. Now we can fall with this. I would like to have it straight, though. Yay.
If you are a non-employee who has discovered this facility amid the ruins of civilization, welcome. And remember, testing is the future, and the future starts with you.
Uh-huh. Sure. To some degree, the future starts with you could be true, but at the same time, if you're the only one who is around or left, then there isn't most likely very much a future to be had, simply put. So there is that. I'm not certain what exactly happened. I do need to know that I definitely will be needing to use that in some way or another, but not sure where the orange portal supposedly is. Must be somewhere. Ah, there it is. Now I get it. I'm not sure where I am. Here I am. Was this difficult to actually try to look like, how am I in here even? Okay, what is what I need to do? I need to get into that location. There's the button, yes. But, and at least I have the cube. I'm like trying to look, is there somewhere above exactly where this sort of a thing would go? Like I can easily put it into there, but that doesn't really seem like that's gonna be that helpful. It just puts me into that side. Unless from there at least I can see a little bit better spot to put this portal into, which is possible. Can't say I'm certain. At least I got to the start. Sure is. Then I would need to get into there, which actually, yeah, it's best from here. I just didn't. It's easier to see what one should do from a certain angle than another one. It is surprising that we don't die into those sort of falls, because they seem kind of a lot. But of course our feet, well, we've already been, so to speak, kept up for a very, very long time anyway and everything. So I guess it's understandable. I would say around there would be pretty good. Should be anyway. Yay.
Good work getting this far, future starter. That said, if you are simple-minded, bold, or irradiated in such a way that the future should not start with you, please return to your primitive tribe and send back someone better qualified for testing.
How nice. How nice of you to say such a thing. How very pleasant. So nice to be like, well, maybe you shouldn't be the one to be the future starter, so could you just then go and go back to your uncivilized culture's barbarian roots?
To ensure that sufficient power remains for core testing protocols, all safety devices have been disabled. The Enrichment Center respects your right to have questions or concerns about this policy.
Okay, how lovely. I do think that this is a decent amount, or decent episode for the first episode for the Portal 2, though. So, thanks for watching this Advent Calendar Day, and I'll see you for more Portal 2 tomorrow. So, see you then. Bye bye.